final time for the Honda Cadets. Race 15 of the day, and it's green flag, and away we go. And it's straight away, the whole pack goes to the inside. Are we going to get a repeat of what we saw earlier on? The crowd looks on in anticipation. Come on, drivers, get it right this time. Let's get round turn one nice and clean as we go into the braking zone now. It looks like there's a little bit of jostling. It's Timo Youngling who's gone on top of another kart, and it's 2 karts off. It was the 3rd and 4th place kart. Timo Youngling is one of them. I think it's Jensen Graham. The 22 of Jensen Graham also involved, both off the track. So that's a disaster for the mid-pack. But, of course, only 2 cuts this time. So, again, a much cleaner start, but a devastation for those 2 drivers. The 2 at the front of Connor Duncan and Zach Drummond leading the way. They have got a slight advantage, 0.4 of a second, but you can see that that gap is slowly closing in.
We are looking at a move down the inside there, and it's 2 karts through, and this looked like Drummond there in 2nd place either got tagged or caught the tyre on the inside to flick that car ever so slightly sideways as Connor Duncan and Ewan Charman made their way through, and he's going to lose another place if the 36 of Ticehurst can stick this one out right round the outside. He does, and Drummond drops down into 4th.
And it's side by side at the front. It's the 10 of Ewan Charman down the inside, gets in front of Connor Duncan, takes the lead of the race on lap number 5. Wait, Blake Ticehurst, though, it's kind of in a no-man's land at the moment. He's on his own. He's got no one pushing him. He's got no one in front to follow. He's kind of just on his own. He's got a good rhythm, but he's not losing any time. He's not gaining any time, of course. He'll have to wait until, I think, at the front when it gets a bit more fierce at the front. And talking of fierce, there was only 8 thousandths of a second between them as they crossed the line. 30 seconds left on the clock. There's a spinner in the background. Yeah, it's the S plate of Aston Sharp, who has gone round from 7th place. 2nd remaining. That's just clicked over to 0. That's the 27.
It's missing a left rear wheel as well.
Noah Barham. A rear wheel has gone off that kart. Go through. There's your race leaders on the final lap. So now Jarman goes defensive. Duncan is going to switch to the outside. He's going to try and get the switch back here. Can't quite do it. Looks over the shoulder. Can see that there's no one there. You've got plenty of time. Are we going to see a lunge down into turn 4? No, we're not. Charman again stays defensive. What as they exit out of this corner? A little bit of contact between the 2 of them. Duncan goes for the move, gets in front. Charman has to concede the spot. That's allowed Ticehurst to close the gap up. But again, it was controversial at that corner in the last race where Duncan got the penalty. He's going to exit the final corner to take the checker flag this time around for Connor Duncan and the GP plate. Charman takes 2nd place. Blake Ticehurst crosses in 3rd place. Green flag's out, and we are racing. And again, it's a good start from the front field, side by side. The 52 dropping back, 34, 32 diving down the inside, holding on to that one now as well. So everyone sliding through, gets through turn number 1 nice and clean. The next time around we're going through that chicane, and still the 36 of Harvey Roth leading the way. The first corner, long train of karts down the inside, goes the number 3. Thank you very much, says Louis Harvey.
Really, there is the move we were talking about. There's the 36 going down with Harvey Roth. And do you know when you came in about 5 minutes ago and said
it's the commentator's curse.
Said there's not a sight of rain.
We've had reports of rain falling at turn number 1.
Freddie Hull and Alfie Garford swapping round as that's the 36. That's Roth going very, very wide out of the hairpin, bouncing across the grass, keeps his foot in though. Takes a huge amount of curb and has to stand on the brakes with those big tyre walls down the inside. In 2nd place, though, Louis Harvey. On
to the start-finish straight again down the inside. Louis Harvey now pushing himself up into 1st place. It seems turn 1 or turn 2 seems to be a favourite. Well, yeah, I'm not sure.
Roth's wide again, Anthony. Sorry to jump in, but he's wide again. That's the 2nd time he's gone wide at a corner. Yeah, it's chop and change every lap. There's another move in the background. That's the 32 coming through. That's Jack Saunders.
So I said they were calm all the way through today. Maybe they were saving it for the final for us because it's been absolutely chop and change all the way through the field. We've got a bit of 2x2 action going on here. Down the inside goes the 36 of Harvey Roth again trying to recover earlier from those couple of moments off the track. Lomax still leading from Cresswell at the front. But I say that, I think now Cresswell has managed to move back in front of Lomax as they go into the final couple of corners now.
There is the last lap. Lomax is going to go wide to try and optimise the line on the way in. Will he get a run on the outside? Looked like Saunders opened the door on the back straight, and they've no contact between the two of them. That's Saunders and Lomax gone off. It's opened the door for Cresswell to come through, and Lomax is going to come straight back onto the track in front of the pack, and he's going to come through. And in junior TKM, Aaron Cresswell takes the victory for the final here at Fulbeck after 21 laps. Barty comes through in second place, but is subject to a penalty.
TKM Extreme into the tram lines, and it's green flag this time, and away we go in towards turn number 1 for the first time. It's side by side, 3 wide as we go in towards the braking zone. Pashley moves up into second place, but has had a little bit of contact, goes sideways, but holds on to second place. It looks like the entire field gets round the first corner. Side by side is Taylor with the 97 of Kai Springfield as they go in towards turn number 4 through the chicane. Nice and clean. It's now single file as they exit.
Not being quite so aggressive as we have an overtake though down the inside. That's Sparrow in the O-plate getting down the inside of the reigning champion Pashley into the turn 2 hairpin, and see whether he can send a similar move that he had in the previous lap down the inside. There he does. Gets down the inside, stamps on the brakes, flicks the kart sideways and moves through to the head of the pack. So it's Sparrow, Hesketh, and Lask now has come through into third place at the expense of Pashley, who drops to 4th. And Pashley though goes wide at the hairpin, opens the door, and we've got somebody bouncing up and over the grass.
Is that Hesketh? I think it's Hesketh.
It's a TWM kart, isn't it? So that will be Hesketh from second place.
Yeah, it all Constantine's back up again, doesn't it? And there's another one there down the inside of Matthew Taylor. That's Joe Fowler, the 31, getting that move done in towards turn number 6. A dive down the inside and contact second place, the 44 of Lask. Looked like he went for a dive on the inside of the 33 of Chris Whitten, and they've both gone off. There's huge front end damage to Chris Whitten's kart. It's a disaster for the 33 and the 44, and they drop down the order now, 16th and 19th respectively. So it's a huge disaster at the front runners there.
Hesketh will lead the championship if he can get past Sparrow. His moves to the inside there, and that's Hesketh and Sparrow. They're going to go side by side in the complex. Keep your foot in and hope for the best. Sparrow runs wide on exit. It's opened the door for the 31 of Fowler to come through as well. Fowler up into second place, taking full advantage of Hesketh and Sparrow going side by side. As Matthew Taylor makes a late move to the inside, and James Pashley goes wide and just manages to get back onto the circuit before the curb runs out and the grass starts.
Through. What happened to the 68? We've got a replay here because I missed it. There it goes. The O-plate goes in, and there's a bit of contact between Taylor and Hesketh again. Taylor goes through. Hesketh drops down.
In the background, though, it looks like Pashley's backed into the pack. Problems for the current champion. As they come up to the checkered flag, the O-plate of Adam Sparrow points to the team on the side of the track, takes the checkered flag and the victory in TKM Extreme. Joe Fowler and Matthew Taylor complete the TKM Extreme podium.
Marshall at the front points to the lights for the final time here at Fulbeck, and the final time for KZ2. It's the championship decider, race 18 of the day, and it's green flag and away we go, and it's the 10 and the 2 who gets a fantastic start. James Glenister moves up into the lead straight away. The number 10 gets swamped into the background, moves down into second place. The number 8 on the outside, that's Lee Ward, gets a great run into P3. Now the front 3 breaking away. The rest of the field now slotting into position. The number 15 of Joe Charlesford tries to run around the outside there. A cone, it looked like, got shot up into the air as the rest of the field go through. Great start though, Miles Murphy in the number 6.
Looking at just having a look, I'm already looking at the points. James Glenister, who started the race down in 5th place in the championship, is level points with Charlton at the moment. Oh, there's a move in it. Oh, this round, the 11 is round. That's Alan Kenyon, got to the inside. Thought that kart was going to go up. It was up on 2 wheels. Did very well to keep that one actually on the ground.
So what happened going into the corner? Oh, you can see there, just hit that curb incorrectly and the back goes up. That's a huge disaster there. Luckily not taking out anyone else. The standings in the championship are, well, after that overtake, the 17. Nicely done. That will change it up a bit. So Longfield moving up another position. Joe Charlton currently running in 7th place, 1 point down. Needs to get into 5th place to win the championship. Only 2 positions that he needs, and as you can see, he's right on the back of the 24, just in front. And it's right there. His championship is so close, but yet so far with this time remaining.
Fairly quick moves through. Now there he goes to the inside again. Charlton, that's quite a defensive line there in the inside. It's not the optimum one, is it? But he's
of course, as they go through there, nose to tail now, pulling out of the slipstream, going to the outside is the number 3 of Dan Kelly. Can't quite get past, goes for the optimal line, can't quite get the run out of the corner either, so stays behind in second place.
Behind, though, it looks like Charlton has managed to find a way past Ward, and he's gone up into 6th place. There's level points now in the virtual championship. He's only got 1 more place to make up.
For its final lap time this time around, Ryan Cannon is leading the race at the moment, but eyes are on Joe Charlton, who needs to get past the number 24 to gain that championship win. Corner, there's only a couple more attempts to get the move done. The championship winner crosses, or the championship leader at the moment crosses the line. Ryan Cannon takes second place. It's going to be out the final corner. He's side by side with him. He's got past the 24. Joe Charlton, the 15, wins the 2020 KZ2 British Kart Championship on the final corner. I will confirm it on my screen. He finishes 5th place. It updates on the timing screen. 309 points. Joe Charlton is the 2020 KZ2 British Kart Champion.